Has the world gone mad? Humanity, we've always had this touch of madness, and it's different to insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing, doing what our forefathers did, doing what they did, what those who came before us did, expecting a different outcome. Madness, different. Madness is the willingness to go against the status quo. Madness is the willingness to dare to do something different, dare to be different. Mars has moved into Scorpio, and so Mars being the planet of war and Scorpio being the sign of revenge. No nonsense. They can keep a grudge. Means that we've entered a 2-year phase of wanting to get revenge and war. This is the dominant energy, and you should be aware of the energies. When wanting to tune into how it is that we are meant to serve on this planet, meant to serve by our own choosing. Nobody placed us here and put us in a position to be anything. Our life force is the essence of who we are, and we have chosen to be here. It is the reason why, no matter how negative we are about life, we wake up, we face another day, we move through it, and we complain, but we do it again tomorrow. There's something inside of you that believes or that feels it is worth being here, trying again. The world seems to have gone mad because war is spilling over. It is on our doorstep. War has been an active part of who we are since the beginning of time. We've always been waging war on something, someone. In our personal lives, there is always someone that is responsible for our unhappiness right now. There is always someone that is responsible for our suffering right now. There is always someone to give blame to. And when we look at the bigger pictures, the bigger issues, then there is always there is that group that we can blame. And we've tried to create these groups and to create these rules, these ways of life and these ways of being, so that we can attempt to perfect that, and then maybe if we can perfect that, the rest of the world will come on board and the world will be a better place. So we tried that with religion, right? We had our era where we did that. And there is no doubt that every era contributes to our expansion and our evolution. But if you think that the world is worse than it's ever been, you are mistaken. You are mistaken. We sit in front of our televisions, we scroll through our social media, and we listen to the information that is being flowed in our direction, the information that is being poured. We take in, we swallow, we absorb so much, and then we are triggered because in the places where we have not healed, in the unhealed wounds, in the unhealed spaces of who we are, something is ignited. So you might be wondering, why is it that certain people are blind to certain truths? Why is it that they cannot see what I see? And then we try and educate one another, and then we try and force this information down one another's throats. And I want to say to you that during this 2-year phase of absolute war, if you want to make a difference, you have to dare to be mad, to be different. You can't jump onto the bandwagon of let's prove them wrong. Let's convince them that actually there is a different truth. We've been doing this, people. Our ancestors, our forefathers have been doing this. There is plenty of blame to go around. Has it ever gotten us anywhere? Today is the 27th of November. It is the full moon, and I'd like to channel a message for you. But I'm going to do that in a separate message. I want to, and it'll dovetail off of this. What I want to share with you is we can be insane, and we can continue to declare wars, and we can continue to decide who the bad people are. The issue, the thing that has caused us suffering and that has contributed to our regression as opposed to our progress, is the separation consciousness. Separation consciousness is what we can call evil. It is created by us. It is created by us since the beginning of our existence. Separation consciousness is segregation. Separate us. It's me against you. Okay? And then it's us against them. And they must be the bad guys. And so if I'm triggered in some way, if a part of me or a part of us is unhealed, then anything that shines a light on that wounding, we must declare war upon. But the truth is, it doesn't matter how different we look. And it doesn't matter how different our upbringing. It doesn't matter that we speak different languages and that we have different religions. We don't have to prove that I am right and you are wrong, because there is no such thing. Even the right and the wrong comes from a place of judgment. There is separation. I have to separate you from me to make you wrong and me right. When you have your story and I have my story, and maybe I am ignorant, perhaps I lack education. But you will never force me to see the light by asserting anything into my experience. I have to be ready to allow that in. And the energy of allowance is love. It is not separation. When we focus on the facts, and we can debate the facts all we want, we can debate them to prove that one group is right and another group is wrong, but in essence, we are simply perpetuating our internal war. The war of separation that takes place here within me and all the different aspects of who I am, and then with me and my immediate relationships. If you want to make a difference, stop debating about the details, about who's right and about who's wrong. Have compassion, open your heart chakra, be love. I'm not saying change what you believe, trust your intuition, but be what you want that person to be what you want them to be. You want them to have more compassion. You want them to have better understanding, deeper understanding. You want them to take a moment and have empathy. It starts with you. And do you have the capacity to show me empathy when my opinion directly insults your sensibilities? Is it okay that I don't know everything, or that I may think I do? And the one lesson that I need to learn is to listen, to truly listen, and to open my heart and to hear who it is and what I need to be. And at the end of the day, it's always love, it's always compassion, it's always acceptance, letting in. Let's help the consciousness. I don't think it's too late, by being love and light, and not judgment, and not arrogance and not ignorance, but being willing to be the student